Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday we had breaking news in this country after William Ruto appointed Lieutenant General Ogola Francis as the new CDF to replace Kiboch, who is going for retirement. It was breaking news because the way Ruto was running the government, we knew there could be a possibility of Ruto turning Kenya into a banana republic just by going for another person other than the order that has been there when it comes to succession in the military. So it is clear that Lieutenant General Francis Ogola has been promoted to the general, replacing outgoing General Robert Kibochi as Chief of the Defense Forces. This is a notice that was released by the CS for Defense Aden Duale, Republic of Kenya, Ministry of Defense, for immediate release, promotion, posting and appointment of the officers of the Kenya Defense Forces. His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, pursuant to Section 9(2)(a) of the Kenya Defense Forces Act, has today promoted Lieutenant General Francis Ogola to the ranking of the General and appointed him Chief of the Defense Forces CDF. Prior to this appointment, General Francis Ogola was the Vice Chief of the Defense Forces. General Francis Ogola replaced General Robert Kibochi, whose term of service has honorably come to an end after 44 years of illustrious military career. The President has also appointed Lieutenant General John Mwangi. Okay, it continues, but for our focus, we are only just focusing on the new CDF, Lieutenant General Ogola. Now, I saw many people congratulating William Samoei Ruto for doing that appointment. But again, I want to take you to the tweet that Mutahi Ngunyi shared in reaction to that appointment, which actually it is sending a message to one William Samoei Ruto. This is the reaction from Mutahi Ngunyi. Congratulations, General Ogola, for your appointment as the Chief of Defense Forces. I interacted with him when we both served Uhuru Kenyatta. He is an elegant soldier and a credible Christian. President Ruto did not appoint a Kalenjin like any banana republic would do. Good move, sir. I want to check very clear. People were congratulating Ruto after appointing General Ogola. But Mutahi Ngunyi is congratulating the Lieutenant General Francis Ogola for the appointment. And he's telling William Ruto that if you are going to choose a Kalenjin, then you are going to turn this country into a banana republic. So he has a message for Ruto that Kenyans would have taken any other appointment that would have gone against the appointment of Ogola, then it would be viewed as turning Kenya into a banana republic. And it is good to remind our viewers here that credit should go to the retired General Daudi Tonje, who actually championed for the separation of the military from the national politics and the order of military succession, which is paramount. You cannot go against that order when it comes to succession. And it is just because of that the Lieutenant General Francis Ogola has been ascended to that position. So if it were not for General Daudi Tonje to champion for that separation and have change and have that act in terms of succession, where now we have the air, the land, and navy. So today we have someone from air, after land, so soon we'll have navy. That order goes like that, and you cannot change it. So military has that discipline. Ruto had no any other option but to follow that order. Because remember, you are dealing here with the military. People who have been given the mandate to secure the borders of this country. And in case of any big problem in this country, it is the military which will take over the leadership of the country and secure the borders and the citizens at large. Any threats to this country, it is them who are in charge to take over control. So they are in that level of discipline. So Ruto just did the right thing. But again, he had option to make Kenya into a banana republic by going against that order. But again, it was going to be hard to predict the outcome or the reaction from the military in case he was going to go against that order. And I have seen you dear people saying that congratulations to the president, now he has appointed another Kalenjin. They are saying so because many people from Western and Nyanza and even from Ukambana have been making noise that this regime is appointing mainly people from the Kalenjin, and if not then Mount Kenya or Kikuyus, let me say like that. So you see, they're trying to make a comedy out of that. I want to tell you the truth here. If there was no such kind of procedure in appointment of the CDF, there was no way Ruto was going to appoint Ogola in that position. He was going to go for a Kalenjin. But because he had no any other escape route, that was the only way to go. So Ruto has just respected the succession act in the military by now appointing Ogola into that position. So it was just for him to confirm. That one is an automatic appointment. So what the president is doing there is more of a ceremonial by just confirming. So this work is just to confirm, because you see the procedure that retired General Dawood Tonja put there, it is an automatic succession. So the work of the president is just to confirm it. And that is what Ruto has done going forward. There are so many reasons why Ruto had no any option, because even many Kenyans had already talked about this. You remember during the election time, the Kenya Kwanza people like Dennis Itubi, I don't know where they will hide their face. People like Oscar Sudi, people like Rigathi Gachagua, Ndindi Nyoro, Kimani Ichung'wah, they were throwing a lot of hatred words towards people like Lieutenant General Francis Ogola, just because he was going to meet the IBC officials. And this is what has always been there. And I'm sure even in 2027, they will do the same. Security chiefs will have a meeting with the people who are leading the IBC in terms of election. There was no way you are going to announce the next president of the Republic of Kenya without giving that information to the sitting president and the military at large. They will know earlier before you make that announcement. So that's why you see those kind of meetings, they come in usually late hours to announcement, just to make sure that they are taking care of the security of this country, in case there will be areas which will be seen as the red, what we can say as red alert areas so that they can secure those areas before you announce the next president. That is their work. And he was doing his work, but he was demonized for that he was working in the interest of Raila Amolo Odinga. In 2017, they were there. In 2022, they were there. In 2013, they were there. And in other elections. And I said in 2027, they will be there. So the question was, why demonize them? Just because people wanted to create a new narrative here and a perception that never existed, that they were forcing Chebukati to announce Raila as a winner. That's the perception they wanted to make, and it has refused to sell. Because even up to now, many people believe that Ruto did not win an election. So because of those people knew that Ruto might change. But the opposite has happened. So he had decided that he is going to respect, maybe because of fear of a non-reaction that might come from the military. That's why he has been forced to do the right thing. So Ogola will go in the history of this country as a first Luo to ascend to the most high ranking in the military by holding that position. So Ogola has made history in this country. We wish him well as he takes on that duty to serve in that capacity to the end of his term. I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section for continuation of this conversation. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.